Hey Chinmay.
Hi Junaid. I hope you've seen the recordings. Tell me.
Oh yeah, not yet. I'll see it over the weekend.
Okay, no problem. No
Uh,
issues today because I think we are going to start income from employment.
yeah, fine.
So should
Anyways,
not
a
be.
new topic then.
Yeah, so new topic. So no worries on that front.
Okay,
So other two students are also joining. Let's wait for them.
sure.
Yeah.
So I see three recordings. Those are the only
Yeah,
three, right?
three. Yesterday we did not take a class. There's some
ठीक
problem
है.
yesterday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we took a class. Today we'll take a class. Tomorrow we'll do 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. class, and day after
Okay,
probably 2:30 to 5. Yes.
okay, okay, sure.
2 days we were planning, so today income from salary probably will be done with, let's say, 70-75%. Tomorrow
Yeah,
and day after will be more of solving questions. Okay.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Junaid, from next week we are planning a morning class. Will you be able to join?
What time, Chinmay?
7 to 9
7.
to
Yeah, I'll
9.
probably I'll try.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I can join midway also, right?
Yeah, no problem. Works.
ठीक है. Yeah. 7 to 9.
So
The whole week is
7
it?
to 9, yeah, morning 7 to 9 would be a good thing. So that, because I saw another student is working as well.
Okay.
So best क्या होता है कि if you are done with the class in the morning, in the evening you can practice a bit
Yeah.
थोड़ा सा, because in the evening you are so much tired after that full day work that you cannot focus to class.
True.
Yeah, so in the fresh in the morning, if you're done with the classes, so then in
Yeah.
the
See,
evening.
generally my working hours are 1 to 10, and Mondays to Thursdays I'm at office. So because today
Okay.
was a Friday and I'm working from
Friday,
home, I
yeah,
kind of logged in half hour early. So,
yeah.
and I saw your
So
message
one
saying
o'clock.
there's a
So I
class.
think then 7 to 9 you can do, and maybe have a half an hour or 1 hour nap, and then again get to your
Correct,
work.
correct. Yeah. I'll
See
probably
whether
look
you
at that.
can come for 7 to 9, because I've seen that the results that come with face-to-face classes, no, are a
Yeah,
bit better than probably your recorded
the
one.
recordings, is it?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I would
Okay,
recommend, if possible, from Monday we are shifting to morning. So if you are able to do it in the morning, it will be the best time, because everyone is, I think, free at that same time.
sure. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, Junaid. We'll just wait
Cool.
2-3 students will join. Okay.
ठीक है. Yeah, thanks. Chinmay, this is until 12, is it?
11:30, 11:45 I'll take. Yeah.
ठीक है.
11:45 to pakka.
Okay, done.
Yeah. Hi, Nishan. Tahir left to join, right? Give me a minute. Huh. So, Nishan, Monday से morning 7 to 9 IST. Tell me. Okay, no? Your time 5:30 to 7:30. Works, no? चल, बढ़िया. I think he's gonna join or not gonna join. Tahir. चलो. So, आ जाओ. Tahir is gonna join a bit late. अपन शुरू करते हैं with what? Income from employment. आ जाओ जरा. Yes. So, have a look. Income from employment. I think yesterday we were done up till here, correct? This was the last thing that we did in day before yesterday, not yesterday, correct? Tomorrow first only I'm telling. Tomorrow 2:30 to 4:30. Junaid, you'll be okay with 2:30 to 4:30? Tell me.
Yeah, should be fine for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nishan 2:30 to 4:30, right?
हाँ सर.
Work? So tomorrow 2:30 to 4:30 and day after chat 2:30 to 5, thoda, right? 2 days. Should not be a very big problem. Sure. So we are going to start income from employment today. Most important chapter in your whole syllabus. If you ask me about this chapter, okay, very simple thing I'll tell you about this chapter, that minimum 15 marker question, 100% in your section C. So you have 15, 15 and 10. 115 marker is 100% going to be from income from employment. No chance that a question will not come. 100% one question will come, right? Now, basically, income from employment means what? There is an employer-employee relationship that must exist, right? Employer should pay certain remuneration to the employee, and that will be taxable in the hands of employee. That is the basic logic of income from employment. So you are now from the point of view of employment, right? Or the employee. Whatever you receive from your employer will be taxable. Before I go into the employer-employee relationship, let me highlight 2 or 3 different type of transactions that will be covered here. Okay. So there will be transactions where, let's say this is employer and this is employee. Okay. He will pay, let's say, salary to the employer. Employer will pay salary to the employee, 15,000. He will say, Baba, 1,000. You are working with me for so many years, right? Now 1,000 I will pay as what? Pension contribution. Occupational pension contribution. What is occupational pension contribution? Tell me. Will it be exempt or will it be deductible? Tell me. Exempt or deductible? Nishan, what do you say?
Exempt.
Exempt. So it will be
Exempt.
exempt. So this will not be added to the salary. 15,000 will be
Salary.
paid net to you. Over and above that 15,000, 1,000 will be paid. Correct? Then 1,000 from the employee point of view. So this is OPS and this is PPS, right? We already discussed this quite in detail in the first 3 lectures. What will be OPS? That is occupational pension scheme. What will be PPS? Correct? So this will be
Yes, sir.
deductible. Now there might also be certain expenses where employee might tell the employer, sir, dekho, there is a gym membership that I want to take. What? Tell me. Gym membership. You don't pay me full 15,000. Deduct certain money from this. Let's say 100 pound is a gym membership. Correct? You deduct 100 from my pocket and pay it for gym membership. That is, tell me, your personal expenses. Now first tell me, you as an employee receive 15,000. Correct? Against this, can you claim any personal expenses? Logically tell me. Can you
No.
claim personal expenses against the salary received? No.
No.
Not really.
Can you claim personal expenses? But now tell me, your salary received will be how much? Sir, 100 pounds pay to gym. So 14,900 only received. But this 100 pound, you receive salary less, but will it be taxable in your hand? Yes.
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 It is a personal expense which you have told the employer to what? Incur on your behalf. So that will not be allowed as an expense, correct? But if you go for some what? Let's say now what happens other way around, right? Employee does certain expense, Like, let's say I was employee of certain coaching institute, correct? And I went to take classes somewhere. I did all the expense, right? Now see, who is responsible for those expenses? The coaching institute. Who paid it?
Question.
I paid it. So I told them that boss 15,000 is my salary. Uske upar 500 pounds I did expenses. So they will pay 500 pounds extra to me. So they paid how much? 15,500. But tell me the 500 pound extra that I received were the expenses that I incurred on their behalf. Should you or should that 500 be taxed in my hands or should it not be taxed? Tell me.
It should not
Not
be
way.
taxed.
Should not be taxed. So one expense which you received less but is taxable in your hand, and the other expense, correct? Other expense is what? The 500 that you paid on behalf of the company, but the company paid you extra. Even if paid extra, will not be taxable. Are you okay with both ends of the spectrum? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Any
Yep.
problem? Tell me. Welcome, Tahir. Done with PM? Tell me.
यस सर
Done. सारा हो गया पोर्शन?
ऑलमोस्ट अभी थोड़ा बाकी है तो वो एक आध दो पॉइंट्स ही बाकी है तो उन्होंने बोला प्रैक्टिस सेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे तब से ट्यूसडे से दे विल वाइंड ऑफ
ओके, चलो बढ़िया. तो अभी मंडे से वी आर मूविंग टू 7 to 9.
हाँ या यस सर
ठीक
यस
है ना? हाँ, तो बेस्ट. चलो. तो हाँ, एंड टुमारो आई थिंक यू आर नॉट देयर टुमारो, नो?
या सर टुमारो आई
हाँ,
विल नॉट बी
टुमारो
देयर
वी हैव 2:30 to 4:30 कर दिया, फिर 2:30 to 5 संडे को कर दूंगा, चलेगा?
हाँ सर संडे को थोड़ा लेट रखो ना था संडे को मतलब 4 तक रखो ना
4
4
तक
टू 6
मतलब?
4 to 6 रख सकते हैं सर
ठीक है, मैं कल कंफर्म करता तेरे को,
हाँ
चलेगा?
क्योंकि ट्रैवलिंग से सर मैं संडे सुबह 12 बजे तक ही पहुंचूंगा घर पे
ठीक है, चलेगा, मैं बताता हूँ तेरे को. ठीक
ओके
है, संडे का. ओके, आ जा. सो इनकम फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉयमेंट, आर यू ओके विद बोथ द सिचुएशंस? टेल मी. नाउ ये तो हो गया बेसिक. दिस इज व्हाट अ बिट ऑफ बेसिक. क्या ठीक है, दिस सैलरी रिसीव्ड, certain expenses deducted, certain extra income paid, that is okay, right? Now what was a trend or a tax planning in between? I'll tell you. Now see what used to happen. Employer employee relationship, let's say 150,000 pound was the salary that was paid, correct, to an employee. Now what used to happen, let's say no other deduction वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं है, right? PAVA also lost, everything lost, correct? Directly 150,000 is taxable income, correct? So what used to happen on that taxable income now? Tax used to be paid 0 to 37,700. I hope you remember. At what? 20%. 37,701, right, to 125, 140 at 40%, correct? And more than 125, 140, it is what? 45%. Now you did not get any personal deductions or any deduction. Now I'll tell you, give you one example. Okay. Let's say you go to office every day by car and come by car. Going and coming by car. Every day you spend certain fuel, right? No traveling expenses allowed against traveling to office and coming back from office. Let's say you are in a city like Bangalore. Okay. It takes 2 hours for you to go, 2 hours for you to come, or Mumbai, right? You take a car, it takes 2 hours. Every day you are spending 500 what rupees, or let's say 50 pounds every day on your travel, correct? Now you say, sir, logically to 1500, so 50 pounds per day into 30 days, 1500 pounds every month I'm deducting, or should get deduction because I'm traveling to the workplace. So you go to the what management, right? And you tell them, boss, dekho, instead of showing me as an employee, right, show me as a contractor. Do what? Show my income as a contractor. So then in that case you will become what? A self-employed person, right? That means you are not in the company's payroll, but you are just a contractor for the company, or you are a self-employed person who's going to give a bill to the company, right, every month, right? And they are going to pay you. And for against that, can you claim these 500 pounds worth of expenses going back every day? That is for your business, you are going every day. Barabar hai? That you can claim. Other expenses while going and coming, if you have food in between, correct? That is also what? Or maybe you have the food with your boss, your dinner with client, correct or not? Business promotion expenses, all that stuff can be claimed, right? So what you used to do, sir? 50,000 expenses I can claim for the full year. Old May used to pay maximum 45%, but now your income comes to 100,000 and you have lowered your tax bracket, or you have come into what? the basic rate band taxpayer, and you will be only paying highest 40% tax rate. So all these tax planning used to happen. So government came with a rule that which contracts can be considered employment and which contract cannot be considered as employment. आ जाओ जरा. Now see, wherever, right, you as an employee, now see, the contract between, let's say I get hired by one coaching institute on per hour basis. Tell me, is it a full-time employment or is it a what? Tell me, consulting or what? Contract work that I'm doing, tell me.
Consultant.
Consulting. But if I have the full 9 days working every day where my employer tells me, right, I have to do something, then I'm obligated to do all the work given by the employer. Is it employment or self-employment? Tell me.
Employment.
Employment. Control. What I do, right? Everything is controlled by my employer. Today I will do 2 hours here, 1 hour here, 3 hours here, something of that sort, right? That is how it is, right? No, ठीक है, sire, right? Then benefit, right? Now see, if I'm on contract basis, I will get benefit monthly, 3 month में once, 4 month में once, या monthly whatever hours I work, I will get paid only for that much. But as an employee, I will get what? All types of benefits, leave encashment, ये town now whatever it is, you will get everything. बराबर है? Equipment, right? Employer provides equipment to employee. If I'm using equipment given by my what employer, then I'm an employer relationship, because to a contractor, do you provide any kind of what equipment? No. And last but not the least, financial risk. As an employee, you do anything, right? Financial risk is with the employer, correct? You are not at all responsible. Has not appeared in the exam, but chances are that I told you 15 May 2 or 3 marks theory comes up, right? So 3 questions in 40 in section C, right? Out of which one or two, or in both, you might have 1 or 2 marks theory, correct? Somewhere if they want to test this, they can test it. Okay. Then going ahead, now whenever you receive salary, correct, salary will be generally taxed on what basis? Tell me. Receipt basis, correct? Generally whenever you go to the question, right, you will see that gross annual salary, gross salary or salary paid will be generally the salary that you receive in your hand. So what I'm talking about, certain accrual basis and receipt basis is two ways. Receipt basis means what? Whatever you receive during the year, correct? And accrual basis means what? The salary is yet not paid, but accrued in the books of accounts of what? The employer. Here, what I'm trying to say, salary is what? Generally taxed on receipt basis. This is from employee point of view. So the wording that will be used in question is what? Gross annual salary, gross salary, salary paid, right? That would be the wording that would be there, correct? Then going ahead, you have your bonus or commission, right? Now, what is bonus or commission? Understand one thing. Bonus or commission has this table, correct? Have a look. Commission or bonus taxation, right? Now, whenever bonus ka what? Any question comes up, let me take one question of salary and one question of bonus. I have the I might have that one question with me. बोनस 120 115 में भी है 6th April each year as an annual salary. हाँ ticking. हाँ Have a look. Is the question visible to you? What is the question all about? Have a look. First, let me have a look at this. Chalo. So now what is salary all about, right? Salary is what? Now see, full March month you work, you are paid in April. April month you work, you are paid generally. Abhi what? Now see, if you are in an MNC, it would be paid what? 24th or 25th of that month, correct? But if you are in private companies, generally it will be paid 7th of next month, correct? So generally, let's say abhi ke liye MNC hai. But now let's talk about bonus. Now how bonus or commission is calculated, right? What happens? Let's say I was given a target of what? Let's say 500,000 pounds ka sale for the year. If I surpass this target, then over and above that, I will get 10% bonus. Correct? Whatever over and above 500 pounds I do sales, correct? In the company, I will get 10% bonus. So let's say I did 600,000. So 100,000 pay, I will be paid 10% bonus. That is what? 10% or 10,000 pounds, correct? Now, what happens generally? Let's say this was as of 31st March 2024, correct? So this is for the period 1st April 23 to 31st March that I'm going to be paid bonus for. Date ending or for the period ending 31st March 2024. Is this the date on which bonus will be taxed? No. For the period. Now see, can I say before 31st March only that how much is my sale and pay me bonus before that only? Or do I have to after 31st March, at the 31st March when it ends, last minutes of 31st March, will I know how much sales are there? Tell me. Yes. Then tell me on 1st April only all calculations will happen. Tell me. It generally takes a bit of time, correct? So on the date, right? Now there is a very big problem here. What happened in a company? I'll tell you. वो 31st March खत्म, correct? 5th April everyone came to the office and told, अरे वो bonus दे दो, correct? Still the management did not do any kind of calculation. The management paid the bonus, right? And did the calculation on 10th, right? And then whatever lower, higher, whatever it was, they adjusted in the salary. This is one way of paying bonus. Second way is what? 5th ko all calculations done or books of entry, books of accounts entry. So that is called as date of entitlement. What is called? Date of entitlement, right? So in bonus, have a look now. On which date or last date of the period for which bonus is to be paid is not important. Date of entitlement or calculation of finalization of bonus or date of payment, whichever is earlier, correct? On that day, bonus will be taxed. So have a look. Dong is employed as well as his annual salary. He is also paid a bonus in April each year. The amount of the bonus is paid upon his performance at the end of the previous calendar year, correct? March ke April mein. Bonus of 2,800 received on 6th April 2023 in respect of the year 31st December 2022. Mila kabhi 20 received on what? 6th April, correct? And on what date is he entitled? Date of entitlement is not given. Now have a look. Bonus of 3,300 received on 3rd April 2024 in respect of the year ended 31st March 2023-24. Now tell me, 6th April ko received 6th April 2023. Will it be taxed in 23-24 or 24-25? Tell me. 6th April 23 is received. So received or entitlement. No entitlement date given. So receipt ka date will only be applicable. Now tell me, if receipt date is 6th April 23, when will it be taxable? Tell me.
23-24.
23-24. And 3,300 received on 3rd April 2024 in respect of the year 31st December 2023. When will it be taxed? 23-24 or 24-25?
23-24.
23-24 again. Why? 5th April 24 tak tax year will run. Correct or not?
Yeah.
So this will
Yes.
also be taxed in 23-24. What do you say, Tahir? बराबर है क्या? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Yes.
Okay. आज क्या थक गया क्या बहुत? Tell me. कॉलेज
नहीं
वाले
सर,
जाके आया क्या?
हाँ पर हाँ वैसे तो सर थक गया था.
चलो अच्छा कोई नहीं, ठीक है, आ जाओ. Can we go ahead? Bonus or commission, right? Then once we go ahead, now what happens? I'll tell you, right? 3 situations. थोड़ा सा going one more step ahead. Now I'll tell you 3 situations where you might get caught. ठीक है? Generally not asked too much detail in exam, but still you need to know how to work with it. That is your reimbursed expense, right? Plus something called as reimbursed expense plus your allowable business expense. इसका एक, let's talk about it. Now I'll give you a very simple example. Okay, when I was with a previous employer, I had gone to Delhi, right? Not proper Delhi, but I had gone to Greater Noida in some college. I don't know whether you know it or not. Bennett University. I had gone to take classes, right? Now what happened? 3 situations happened here. Let me tell you the 3 situations, right? I traveled by flight. मैं मेरे पैसे से गया था, correct? The employer did not give me a flight. ठीक है, I got money, रेलवे का कुछ money मिला, correct? तो I got 6,000 के टिकट के अगेंस्ट 2,000, ठीक है, right? So I paid what, 12,000 pounds, let's say, for the flight, right? But employer said that we do not give flight का ticket, right? We will only give 4,000 to you. How much? 4,000. Food expenses, right? Food expenses में I said that food expenses was somewhere around, I think 5,000 था मेरा pounds, food expenses, right? उसके against they paid me 5,000. No tension. Correct. Then there was travel expense every day to college, correct? So I used to travel by, उन्होंने बोला था कि if you go by cab, great, right? So but I used to go by auto because क्यों खर्चा करना, correct? If auto option is there, auto option was for 60 rupees, cab was for 120 rupees. So I logically as a chartered accountant or as a normal individual क्या करेगा? Go by auto, right? Auto was easily available. Cab को बुलाओ, you have to wait 10-15 minutes, they will cancel, all that problem was there. So I did 200 समझ लो pound का travel expense, right? That is from hotel where I was staying to what? The college, right? And they said नहीं नहीं सर आप क्यों ऐसा किया, हम आपको 300 pound क्या देंगे? Tell me. Reimbursement देंगे. So this is the actual expense of what? Now see, everything I did on behalf of the company. All these expenses now allowable to the company, correct? But they reimburse me how much? This much. बराबर है? सोच लो. So here, what is happening? So our actual expense is not 12,000, but company reimbursement कितना दिया? Only 4,000. What about this 8,000? पहला क्वेश्चन ये. Second question, 5,000 पे 5,000, no tension. What will happen? 5,000 extra received, against that I will take 5,000 का deduction. So what happens logically, I'll tell you, right? In my, हाँ एक मिनट, I'll have to even show you, एक मिनट, हाँ, wait. The format, एक मिनट मेरे को format दिखाने दो. For calculating what? Income from, किधर गया रे? गेला फॉर्मेट, हाँ ये रहा. Now have a look at the format. What is the format all about? ये देखो ये रहा format. Okay. First you tax the salary. फिर we talked about bonus commissions, correct? Now I am talking about reimbursed expense. So whatever reimbursed expense I receive from the company, right, will be fully taxable. This is taxable part, correct? Then these expenses incurred wholly and exclusively for business. If I am incurring, now understand what I am trying to say. If for my employment purpose I go anywhere and I incur certain expenses from my own pocket, right? Then I take all the bills, give it to my employer, right? He will reimburse the amount to me, right? तो जो भी reimbursement आ रहा है over and above the salary, taxable in my hand. First thing, get your head there correctly. Second, right, the bills that I have submitted, right, if they are all what genuine expenses which are wholly and exclusively deductible, then it will be an allowable expense for me. So in this case, have a look. In this case, where I receive, have a look. Actual expense, I will get 12,000 ka deduction, right? And reimbursement will be taxable 4,000. Here, deduction also under expenses incurred wholly 5,000 and taxable 5,000. Here, 200 deduction, right? And 300 reimbursement. Extra the amount on 100 pounds. Okay, sir, you have to go by what cap? So your reimbursement would be taxed. So logically, if I have to have a table for this, the table is very simple. Have a look. I have given the same example here. देखो जरा टेबल कैसा दिख रहा. Have a look. Reimburse expense plus your expenses incurred wholly and exclusively and necessary for business. Reimbursed expense is positive, expenses will be deducted. That is 0. This is first situation. 5,000 claimed, 5,000 taxable, correct? 5,000 claimed, 5,000 received. Then second is what? Tell me. 5,000 what? Reimbursed or whatever reimbursed, and expenses are what? Lower. That is your second situation is this 200 deduction, correct, and 300 reimbursed. And last but not the least, reimbursement is 0, but expenses are flight, right? Reimbursed only 4,000 and 12,000 का expense added. मेरे को 12,000 deduction मिलेगा, correct? That is how things work out. These all three situations will be allowed. Generally reimbursed expense. See, in certain questions they will say reimbursed expense are already included in the salary, gross salary. तो आपको क्या करना, only the expenses that are incurred wholly exclusively and necessarily for business, right, from your pocket for the employer, right, will be allowed the deduction. देख लो whether you are okay. Makes sense? Tell me, Junaid. All three
सर
situations. हाँ निशान बोलो ना.
सर एडिशनल मिला तो उसको टैक्स दैट विल नॉट बी टैक्सेबल राइट.
होगा ना टैक्सेबल. देखो ना 200 का मैंने ऑटो का ये किया, 300 मेरे को दिया, तो 100 एक्स्ट्रा दिया मेरे को, करेक्ट?
हाँ हाँ.
दैट विल बी
सो
टैक्सेबल इन
100 विल बी टैक्सेबल देन.
यस. हियर इधर पॉजिटिव आ रहा है ना जो, और वही मैंने 12,000 का खर्चा किया, बट दे गिव ओनली 6,000 टू मी, वेयर 12,000 विल बी डिडक्टेबल हियर, करेक्ट? एन एक्स्ट्रा डिडक्शन विल बी डिडक्टेबल टू मी, करेक्ट?
So in that case 12,000 will be deductible. The
तो
no
मैंने ज्यादा
taxable will
खर्चा
not.
किया ना, उन्होंने
हाँ हाँ
रिइंबर्स नहीं किया, वो उनका गलती है, करेक्ट?
हाँ.
मेरा तो 8,000 गया था तभी,
Okay.
करेक्ट?
So only in case if they give extra amount it will be
हाँ
taxable.
यस,
Was it?
बराबर है क्या? देख लो, मेक सेंस. हाँ एक्स्ट्रा उन्होंने दिया तो टैक्सेबल, कम दिया तो एक्स्ट्रा डिडक्टेबल, और सेम दिया तो नो टेंशन, करेक्ट? देन आफ्टर दैट सी द मेन पार्ट मैं सैलरी में बता दूं. सैलरी इज वेरी इजी. बोनस आई हैव टोल्ड यू व्हाट, डेट ऑफ एंटाइटलमेंट और डेट ऑफ व्हाट, date of return, oh sorry, date of entry,
Payment.
date of entitlement, or whatever date of calculation,
Okay.
or date of payment, whichever is earlier, correct?
Earlier
On
we
that
consider
date
that.
bonus will be taxed. We will do one question, correct? Then benefits. Benefits is one complete different what, tell me. Then अलग से पूरा का पूरा एक section है, right? Then cash vouchers is a different section. In benefits only cash vouchers are covered, correct? Then contribution to OPC, that is pension contribution. This is what, employers or employees OPC, tell me क्या होना चाहिए?
Employer.
इधर गलत लिखा है क्या?
Employer.
गलत लिखा है इधर, एम्प्लॉइज ओपीसी होना चाहिए.
Employers.
एम्प्लॉइज ओपीसी, करेक्ट? सब्सक्रिप्शन टू प्रोफेशनल बॉडीज, राइट? This also will go charitable donation, travel allowance, car mileage. All this is 1111 what adjustment. So first we will what, tell me, go to benefits, correct? Benefits ka part, your benefits, can you see? So salary, bonus done, reimburse expense. So what I am saying, this is done, salary, bonus, commission, reimbursed expense, expense incurred wholly exclusively. Now I am going to benefit. ठीक है? तो benefit are of two types. There are certain exempt benefit. There is a table for this. We can have the table here. Don't worry. So, and there are taxable benefits. एक taxable benefit होता है और एक exempt benefit होता है. थोड़ा let's talk about benefits, right? What are benefits? There are two types of benefits, right? Benefits को आप दो तरीके से देख सकते हो. One is exempt and taxable, and one is cash and non-cash benefit. Both are very important. Huh? Some may be exempt, some may be taxable. Out of this only some might be cash, some might be non-cash. Correct? I'll give you example. ठीक है? Let's say if I give you 10,000 extra. सुनो. You said, sir, I want to buy very good clothes. To your employer, you said, sir, clothes, no? I'm very crazy about clothes. I need to buy new clothes, correct? So he says, okay, do one thing, right? The owner of some mall is my friend, correct? You go and buy certain clothes. I will pay that money, right? I will pay that money. Indirectly, he could have directly given you money and you had bought clothes. But tell me, वो directly हो सकता था, but indirectly he gave a benefit of what? You buying clothes from somewhere, correct or not? That is also benefit. Or else you said, sir, रहने के लिए घर नहीं है सर, घूमने के लिए गाड़ी नहीं है सर. So he gave you what? House as well as car, correct? That is a non-cash benefit. ये हो गया basic cash benefit, non-cash benefit, correct? Then certain taxable benefit and exempt benefit. Exempt benefit का तो बड़ा table है. You just need to read that table, right? I have almost written everything. But first, let me go into what? First, पहले exempt निपटा ले क्या? या किस में जाना है पहले? Tell me. You tell me where do you want to go? Exempt or taxable? Taxable में चले? Taxable, yes, Junaid, tell me.
Exempt बड़ा list है तो let's just do taxable, then we know everything else is exempt.
Exempt में आ जाओ. अरे नहीं, उसके बाद का taxable का भी बहुत बड़ा ये है. क्या है? हर एक चीज को एकदम डिटेल में जाना है, बट कोई बात नहीं, आ जाओ. चलो चलो चलो. सबसे पहला एग्जाम बेनिफिट में क्या है? ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट. आ जाओ. व्हाट इज ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट? ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट एग्जाम में सबसे पहला क्या है? ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट. ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट क्या है? सुनो. सबसे पहले, नाउ लीव एवरीथिंग एल्स. एम्प्लॉयर, एम्प्लॉय. एम्प्लॉयर ने एम्प्लॉय को कोई भी गिफ्ट दिया, राइट? नॉट एज व्हाट? टेल मी. रिकॉग्निशन ऑफ सर्विस. मतलब मैं बोलता हूँ टू टाइप्स ऑफ गिफ्ट. एक गिफ्ट क्या है कि मैंने आपको गिफ्ट दिया कि बॉस देखो सुनो, राइट? आपने बहुत अच्छा काम किया, करेक्ट? यू वर्क 10 years विथ मी, राइट? एंड दिस इज अ कैश प्राइस फॉर यू, राइट? इज दैट अ ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट? नो. बट अरे आपका बर्थडे है ये साल, हमने आपको गिफ्ट दिया, छोटा सा केक लाया, छोटा सा बुके लाया. इट्स अ ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट दैट इज गिवन टू यू. बट सर हमने 500 पाउंड का केक लाया, सारे फ्लोर को, सारे बिल्डिंग को नहीं खिलाने का. 50 पाउंड तक ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट अलाउड है. लेस देन 50 पाउंड पर एम्प्लॉय पर एनम, राइट? ट्रिवियल बेनिफिट. उसके ऊपर गया 51 पाउंड भी गया ना, तो 51 पाउंड पूरा टैक्सेबल. एम्प्लॉयर टू एम्प्लॉय केक 52 पाउंड फुल्ली टैक्सेबल, बराबर है. 25 पाउंड बर्थडे केक, 27 पाउंड एनिवर्सरी केक, एड देम टुगेदर 52 पाउंड हो जाएगा. फुल्ली 52 पाउंड क्या? टैक्सेबल. बराबर है क्या? तो आर यू ओके विद दिस? इफ बेनिफिट गिवन फॉर नॉन वर्क रीजंस. बट अगर आपको ऐसा दिया रिकॉग्निशन ऑफ सर्विस के लिए 50 पाउंड का गिफ्ट, टैक्सेबल फॉर रिकॉग्निशन ऑफ सर्विस. ठीक है क्या? देखो फर्स्ट ट्रिवियल, इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रिवियल अपना एग्जाम बेनिफिट. Then I think this too we have discussed. Occupational pension.
Sorry, one thing you mentioned, for if it's
This
a
note give you.
it's a work related benefit, then it's exempt. Yes.
It's no. If it's non-work related, it is exempt. Have a look here. If benefit given for non-work reasons,
Yeah.
plus if gift is less than 50 pound per annum, correct? Fully exempt.
Non-work plus less than 50.
Non-work plus less than 50 pound. But if it is non-work but more than 50 pound, have a look here on the right side. Then
Yeah.
fully taxable benefit. 51 pound भी होगा ना, fully taxable. Correct?
Okay, clear.
Then second one is your OPS, that is pension scheme or occupational pension scheme. Have a look. Employer contribution to OPS is obviously exempt. Employee contribution is deduction in the hands of. So whenever employee pays from his own pocket for your occupational, for your pension scheme, correct? It is generally what? Tell me, exempt. So will it be added? Ek minute. Will it be added in your computation and then deducted, or will it not be added at all in your computation if it is exempt? Tell me.
Not be
Not
added.
there.
Not be added. So when a question comes up, right? So question mein what I'll do, salary taxable, I will write an amount, correct? Then I will say bonus, I will write an amount, correct? Then if I say occupational pension from employer, should I write an amount and then deduct it, or write zero directly? Tell me.
Right. Zero.
It is exempt. Zero directly, correct? But if employee contribution to OPS for himself, then I will deduct it from my salary. बराबर है क्या?
Salary.
Because I have received the amount and then I have done the contribution. ठीक है क्या? That is how employee contribution to OPS for himself works out, right?
Explain the second point again. Employee contribution for himself.
For himself क्या होगा? He will receive the salary and from then he decide अरे हाँ मैंने भी occupational pension में ये करना है. What?
तो उसमें सर ग्रॉसिंग अप कंसेप्ट एंड वो सब चीजें अप्लाई होगी.
OPS में होती है क्या ग्रॉसिंग अप कंसेप्ट? टेल मी. ग्रॉसिंग अप कंसेप्ट कहाँ होता है?
पीपीएस में.
ओनली पीपीएस. यहाँ पे बात किसकी हो रही है? ओपीएस की. पीपीएस आप डिडक्ट करोगे किधर से, या क्या होगा पीपीएस में? टेल मी.
पीपीएस तो डिडक्शन मिलता ही नहीं.
हाँ, डिडक्शन मिलता ही नहीं है, राइट? देन सब्सिडाइज ऑन साइट रेस्टोरेंट कैंटीन फैसिलिटी. अभी इधर एक दो बार क्वेश्चन आया जिम, सब्सिडाइज ऑन साइट रेस्टोरेंट जिम भी आया, ठीक है. इफ अवेलेबल टू ऑल एम्प्लॉइज, राइट? अभी देखो, खाना मिल रहा है, फ्री में मिल रहा है, या 10 रुपए का 2 रुपए में मिल रहा है. 10 रुपीज फूड अवेलेबल फॉर 2 रुपीज, करेक्ट? इफ this subsidy is available to everyone or free food is available to everyone in the organization, to all employees, then fully exempt to everyone. But तुम डायरेक्टर है ना, तुम 10 का 2 रुपया दो. तुम एम्प्लॉय है ना, तुम 10 का 8 रुपया दो. तुम नॉर्मल एम्प्लॉय है ना, तुम 10 का 10 रुपया दो. इफ दिस इज द केस, राइट, देन जो भी सब्सिडी you get as an employee is fully taxable. So the generally the question is something like that subsidize on-site restaurant or canteen or gym facility, right? Free gym facility generally होती है, correct? Is given to the employee, right? But only given to directors, not given to normal employees. In that case, whatever subsidy that you receive, taxable. बराबर बोल रहा हूँ. But if the line says that it is available to all employees, fully exempt benefit, tension is नहीं. Correct है क्या? Have a look. Junaid, I'll give you notes of this. ये notes I give soft copy.
Yeah, sure.
हाँ. Yes, Tahir, tell me.
सर कंफ्यूजन हो गया कि सर जो ओपीएस है ना, उसके अंदर एम्प्लॉयर कंट्रीब्यूशन जो होता है, तो वो तो एम्प्लॉयर अपनी साइड से देता है ना.
हाँ, तो
It is
एग्जाम्प्ट
his
ही होता है ना,
contribution ना.
जीरो ही होता है वो.
वो पेई स्कीम के अंदर तो डिडक्ट नहीं होता ना एम्प्लॉयर कंट्रीब्यूशन टू
नहीं
ओपीएस.
नहीं नहीं नहीं.
हाँ, और जो एम्प्लॉय कंट्रीब्यूशन टू ओपीएस होता है वो सेल्फ कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है.
यस.
ओके सर.
ठीक है, चलो सब्सिडाइज हो गया. फिर इंपॉर्टेंट में कार पार्किंग है और मोबाइल फोन है. चलो मोबाइल फोन वाला एक इंटरेस्टिंग है, ठीक है, आ जाओ जरा. कार पार्किंग फैसिलिटी इफ गिवन बाय एम्प्लॉयर टू एम्प्लॉय, राइट? कार पार्किंग फैसिलिटी और कार पार्किंग चार्जेस रीइंबर्स्ड. अभी आपका एम्प्लॉय रोज आ रहा है बॉस ऑफिस पे, राइट? और रोज आ रहा है जा रहा है, करेक्ट? इफ ही इज आस्किंग फॉर कार पार्किंग फैसिलिटी, राइट, and you are paying for it, fully accept, right? It's a benefit that you are giving him, correct? Then mobile phone given by employer to employee for personal use. एक मोबाइल फोन होगा ना, राइट? एक मोबाइल फोन, तो इट इज फुल्ली exempt. But if more than one employee or one phone given, then the second phone will be considered as an asset for use of employee. अभी asset for use of employee क्या, I'll tell you, right? इसका टैक्सेशन अलग से होगा. इधर मैं लिख देता हूं तो भी टैक्स चैट 20% ऑफ मार्केट वैल्यू एज ऑन डेट ऑफ एसेट प्रोवाइडेड, एसेट फर्स्ट प्रोवाइडेड, करेक्ट? सो नाउ सी, first mobile phone given by employer to employee fully exempt, no tension. Only one mobile phone given during the year, ton, exempt. But second phone given, tension. Second phone will be taxed as if an asset is given for use, right, to the employee. This will again come up at the end, right? So I am keeping it pending, because if you see here in the taxable benefits, right, can you see the fourth point, asset given to employee for use? यहाँ पे again it will be covered. I'll mention it at that time again, right? So don't worry about that part, right? हाँ तायर बोलो.
Sir, so is it a mandate or mandatory rule by the law that only the
Yes,
second phone has to be taken as
yes,
asset given for an employee
obviously,
to use?
obviously.
So, sir,
It was there in one
therefore,
of the questions in exam.
sir, earlier you gave notes is if more than one telephone given, then take the exemption of phone whichever has the higher value.
Higher. अभी logically तो वो है correct. But when I went through the things, तो मेरे को लगता है second phone will be considered an asset for use of employee. ऐसा मेरे को लगता है. If a question comes up, मेरे को लगता है as tax consultants, right? We would have a view as a practical view that we would take कि एक 5,000 का phone, एक 10,000 का phone है. Which would you like to exempt? Tell me. 5,000 or
10,000.
10,000? 10,000. Obviously, right? But लॉ हैड दैट वन मोबाइल फोन, राइट, उसको फिर उन्होंने फर्स्ट मोबाइल फोन ऐसा कंसिडर कर लिया. सो आई सेड सेकेंड फोन, राइट. नाउ सी लॉजिकली इफ आई गिव यू जून में एक फोन और एक दिसंबर में फोन, तो जून वाला प्रॉब्ली विल एग्जेप्ट एंड दिसंबर वाला प्रॉब्ली विल टैक्स. दैट्स व्हाट द लॉजिक सेज, करेक्ट?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So then Christmas party, annual gala dance. Now what benefit is provided? The employer calls all employees, कल पार्टी, आज की पार्टी मेरी तरफ से, करेक्ट और नॉट, ऑन क्रिसमस. ही सेज दैट बॉस एवरीवन कम फॉर अ एनुअल गाला, क्रिसमस पार्टी डांस, वो जो भी बोलना है XYZ, करेक्ट. एंड राइट, he provides a very lavish treatment, right? 500 pounds per employee is my cost, right? In the hands of employee, full 500 pounds taxable. If per employee less than 150, no tension, fully exempt, right? अब प्रॉब्लम क्या हो गया? द एम्प्लॉयर वांट्स टू गिव अ पार्टी, बट कैन ही थ्रो अ वेरी लैविश पार्टी? टेल मी. ओनली लेस देन 150. अगर इससे ज्यादा होगा ना, करेक्ट, मोर देन 150, देन इन द हैंड्स ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय फुल्ली टैक्सेबल, फुल्ली टैक्सेबल इन द हैंड्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉय. लफड़ा ही लफड़ा, प्रॉब्लम ही प्रॉब्लम, करेक्ट और नॉट? टेल मी. So, if a question comes up that there is a Christmas party annual gala dance, if it is 152 pounds, fully taxable 152, up to का सिस्टम नहीं है, up to नहीं, सेम 50 के ऊपर 51, फुल्ली 51, 150 के ऊपर 151, फुल्ली 151 टैक्सेबल. वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू रिमेंबर. बहुत लोग इंटरप्रेट दिस एज 1 अप टू 150. हाँ, इट इज 150 और नथिंग. 150 पे फुल्ली एग्जेम्प्ट, 151 पे फुल 151 टैक्सेबल. करेक्ट. देन relocation and removal, next exempt, important. Relocation and removal. Now what is this relocation and removal all about? Let's talk about relocation and removal. Aaja. Now what is relocation or removal expenses? Now see, you are transferred from one city to another city in your job, correct? You have to relocate yourself from one city. It might be new employment, right? It might be one job to other job. It might be in the same job you are getting promotion, or it might be what? Tell me, a change of location from one location to another location, correct? In that case, up to 8,000. अभी इधर up to 8,000 है. मतलब what? Let's say you are going from, let's say, one city in UK to another city, right? So what all expenses generally happen? Moving all your luggage, correct? Finding new flat, paying probably what? Tell me. Your expenses for this agent fees for finding what? New house and all that, correct? All those expenses are allowed in relocation and removal expenses. So all removal expenses of your existing location and relocating it to what? The new location, both of them are included. Up to 8,000. So if you have 15,000 expense, minus 8,000 will be exempt. Only 7,000 will be taxable. But if you have only 6,000, full 6,000 exempt. No need to take tension at all. Relocation and removal. ऐसा नहीं कि सर 8,001 हुआ तो पूरा 8,001 टैक्स, ना ना ना, अप टू 8,000 का लिमिट है, अप टू 8,000, करेक्ट, एग्जाम बेनिफिट. Then let's say you go out of city or out of country, correct, for work for some days, right, and you have to stay there, correct. So obviously whenever I go, I also went to Delhi for some work, तो मेरे को 2 महीने के लिए भेजा था. Now is it possible that I can carry clothes which will last me for 2 months? कोई अगर वर्क सिचुएशन में ऐसा हो नहीं सकता. You cannot carry those many clothes. You can carry what 10-15 pairs maximum, right? 60 days का 60 pairs you cannot carry. 15 days के बाद you have to do some laundry, right? अभी तो टेलीफोन कॉल्स का कुछ लॉजिक नहीं है, बट इफ यू आर आउट ऑफ कंट्री, राइट, एंड इफ यू हैव टू डू व्हाट कॉल्स, राइट, इन दैट केस, राइट, if what tell me benefit is given by the employer, so what does the employer say? देखो भाई लॉन्ड्री आपको करना पड़ेगा, तो पर नाइट आपका लॉन्ड्री 5 पाउंड से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता है, करेक्ट. 5 पाउंड से एक्सपेंसिव इनकर्ड बाय एम्प्लॉय फॉर ओवरनाइट स्टे. लॉन्ड्री के लिए 5 पाउंड इफ इट इज विद इन यूके, 10 पाउंड इफ यू आर आउटसाइड यूके. अभी इधर पहले क्या था, ओल्डर सिलेबस में द वर्डिंग्स वर व्हाट टेल मी, अप टू 5 पाउंड था, राइट, एंड देन अबव 5 पाउंड फुल्ली टैक्सेबल नहीं था. अबव 5 पाउंड में अप टू 5 पाउंड यानी 6 होता था, 6 - 5. अभी दे हैव चेंज्ड इट टू व्हाट टेल मी, अप टू 5 पाउंड, करेक्ट, फुल्ली एग्जेम्प्ट. 6 पाउंड रहेगा तो फुल्ली टैक्सेबल. up to 5 pound per night is fully exempt, correct, and above 5 pound fully if it is within UK. But if you go outside UK, then per night 10 pounds and above 10 pound fully taxable, right? This is how it is. Fully exempt below 10 pounds, correct, yeah, up to 10 pounds, and above 10 pounds fully taxable if you are outside UK, correct. Then anything else? Home workers, additional home expense. चलो टेल मी. यू जस्ट हैव टू रजिस्टर दिस. फिर ये नोट्स आज अपलोड हो जाएंगे. यू हैव टू गो थ्रू द नोट्स, करेक्ट. देन टुमारो विल प्रोबब्ली स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस ऑन दिस, राइट. चलो.
Sorry, the 5 pounds was both together or telephone के लिए अलग है and laundry के लिए अलग है?
नहीं, एक ही, वन ओनली 5 pounds फॉर बोथ
Both 5.
टेलीफोन कॉल्स एंड लॉन्ड्री.
Got
इट्स
it.
वन व्हाट
Considered as
for
one
both the
expense.
expense, yes.
Yeah.
Home workers, additional home expense. Now for work from home people, right, if you stay at home and try to work, then up to 6 pound per week you can claim what exemption, right. Above 6 pound can you claim? Yes, additional cost can be claimed, right, if you can give proper documentation, right, then you can claim more than 6 pound, you can claim as expenses. Yes, sir. Okay, have a look. So these are the important exemptions that are there. इसके बाद I think last है medical treatment.
Sorry, just one on this.
हाँ.
Can you give an example for your home workers?
Homework,
working
simple.
from-
Now see, you work from home, right? You have additional mobile bill or additional, let's say, Wi-Fi bill, correct? If you
Yeah.
submit that Wi-Fi bill, up to 24 pound a month
Okay.
or 6 pounds a week will be allowed without too much questioning. But if you say 50 pounds for a month, correct, and if you give documentary evidence, let's see, this is what Wi-Fi ka bill, additional Wi-Fi bill, then you can claim that as what home workers additional home expense.
Got it. Thanks.
Right. Then last, medical treatment.
Sir, there was also a point related to nurseries or childcare something.
वर्कप्लेस नर्सरीज वो इतना important नहीं है. वर्कप्लेस नर्सरीज also exempt if they are provided by workplace nurseries. Means what? You go to work by keeping your kids in the nursery, right? So fully exempt benefit है, right? That is one thing easier to remember, right? Important में नहीं आता वो, इसलिए मैंने इसमें नहीं लिया, correct? Medical treatment expenses for employee to return back to work, right? So if you are सफरिंग फ्रॉम सर्टन एक्सीडेंट हो गया, मे बी मेंटल फिजिकल बोथ, क्या है टाइप ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट्स, राइट, कवर्ड ईयर, अप टू 500 पाउंड एक्सेप्ट, ओवर 500 जो भी होगा तो अप टू 500 एक्सेप्ट, यानी 700 होगा तो माइनस 500 होके 200 विल बी टैक्सेबल बेनिफिट, करेक्ट. दिस हैज टू बी पेड बाय द employer for the employee, correct. All these exempt benefits. Any problem with the exempt benefits? Tell me. Okay with all the exempt benefits? Make sense or does not make sense? Tell me. Okay.
Yes.
Nishan, what do you say? Junaid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
clear.
guys. Works. Chalo. Now can I go to taxable benefits?
Yeah.
Right. So have a look at taxable benefits. Taxable benefits have two benefits. What are the two benefits? Have a look. See now, iske baad we are going to go into solving mode. Okay. So once these two are done, uske baad there are benefits में ना 4 important benefits, and I am damn sure, right, 4 में से 3 तो 100% car and living accommodation, right, 9 out of 10 times कार नहीं तो लिविंग अकोमोडेशन आएगा 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 ही, मेरी गारंटी, कार तो आएगा ही, राइट. यू विल हैव सैलरी 100%, बोनस 100%, रीइंबर्समेंट आ सकता है, करेक्ट. योर एग्जाम बेनिफिट में 2 या 3 एग्जाम बेनिफिट आ सकते हैं, इसमें कार और व्हाट लिविंग अकोमोडेशन 100%. लिख लो मेरे पास से. इफ इट कम्स इन सेक्शन सी, these two things have to come, and after doing this with us, right, there is no chance in this universe के कोई भी कार का क्वेश्चन या लिविंग अकोमोडेशन का क्वेश्चन आप गलत करो, मेरी गारंटी, हो ही नहीं सकता, राइट. तो आ जाओ टैक्सेबल बेनिफिट, वाउचर एंड क्रेडिट टू कार्ड्स. वाउचर मतलब क्या, एट टाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस, आई विल टेल यू माय स्टोरी फॉर वाउचर्स. ओके, what was my story for vouchers? The story was very simple. Okay, that in the first year I joined somewhere as an accounts manager, and in the first 1 month only, right, there was some fraud in the company. I detected the fraud ka amount and told them that there is some fraud, right. So they said that I first month my best employee of the month वगैरह ऐसा कुछ उन्होंने दिया, correct. And they gave me a voucher for 1000 rupees for some pantaloon or something. So what I did, मैंने कुछ 1200 के 2 शर्ट लिए थे, 200 I paid extra over it, right. But 1000 they could have directly paid me in cash, but what did they choose to do? Tell me. They bought a voucher of 1000 and gave me, right. This I had an option. Pantaloons guy said that sir ये 1000 का voucher है, आप 1000 rupees cash में भी लेके जा सकते हो, right. No need to buy anything, correct. So vouchers can be converted into goods or can be easily converted into cash, hence fully taxable benefit. Voucher for any departmental store given instead of cash for employees personal goods and services. उसके बाद credit token. Now what happens? You are best employee of our organization. ये लो मेरा credit card, right? Swipe it wherever you want, buy whatever you want, right? Then in that case, indirectly instead of paying extra amount to me, what goods are being bought for me? यानी क्या, कंपनी और एम्प्लॉयर कार्ड यूज फॉर एम्प्लॉय फॉर पर्सनल यूज, राइट. बट अदर वे अराउंड आई टेल यू कि सर आप ग्रेटर नोएडा जा रहे हो, राइट, ये कार्ड लेके जाओ, जो भी खर्चा होगा कार्ड पे करना, करेक्ट और नॉट. दैट इज बिजनेस एक्सपेंस, करेक्ट. बट इफ बिजनेस एक्सपेंस डन वाया द कंपनी क्रेडिट कार्ड, then it will not be taxable in my hand because it will not be something that is done for me, but I am working what for the company's business, correct or not. Have a look. Fully taxable benefit. Makes what sense? Tell me. Then अब आया have a look up until now and going ahead, the benefits that we have talked about will flow from employer to employee and it will be either exempt or taxable, right. अब जो आगे है वो सारे taxable है, fully taxable, right. ऐसा है और जनरली कैश में या ऐसे प्रोवाइड होता है. अभी काइंड में प्रोवाइड होगा, किसमें प्रोवाइड होगा, काइंड में, right. So can we go ahead? Tell me. Now let me first explain what is first that we are going to do. is car benefit. Let me talk about car benefit a bit. Okay, what is car benefit? Employer ये क्या हो गया रे बाबा? Don't tell me ये अरे रे रे कहाँ तक सेव हुआ है? Let's talk about car benefit. एक मिनट, right? So car benefit, what is car benefit? वो writing pad का कुछ problem हुआ. It is recovering. Till then, let's discuss car. See, there are 3 scenarios where car benefit will work. या car benefit तो नहीं, but car से related कुछ 3 scenarios में हो सकता है. थोड़ा सुन लो, right? Don't wander here there. एक employer है. He has a car that he owns himself. Employer owned car, which is given to the employee, right? An employee uses it for private purpose. टूर पे गया, इधर तो घूमने गया फैमिली के साथ, रोज इधर उधर घूमने के लिए द कार इज यूज्ड, करेक्ट? इन दैट केस कार बेनिफिट विल अराइज. क्या अराइज होगा? कार बेनिफिट. कार किसकी ओन्ड है? एम्प्लॉयर ओन्ड कार. यूज बाय होम? एम्प्लॉय. फॉर व्हाट पर्पस? पर्सनल पर्पस, राइट? इन दैट केस कार बेनिफिट विल अराइज. बराबर है क्या? ये हो गया चेंज. आज के सारे नोट्स ही चले गए. बैड 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 बैड. बेटा कैन बी नहीं गए. आज के नोट्स ही गए क्या? आज के नोट्स ही गए. रुक जा. बेनिफिट्स, एग्जाम बेनिफिट, टैक्सेबल बेनिफिट्स, ऑक्यूपेशनल पेंशन, सब्सिडाइज ऑन साइट. थोड़ा ही करना है. आ जाओ. ये देखो सब्सिडाइज ऑन साइट तक तो है. सब्सिडाइज ऑन साइट के बाद क्या था? एक मिनट. जस्ट पेस्ट अगेन द नोट्स दैट आर मिस्ड. ये एक था. बराबर है. वी हैव डिस्कस दिस रिलोकेशन. फिर उसके बाद एक्सपेंसेस, ओवरनाइट एक्सपेंसेस. बराबर है. ओके क्या देखो, राइट. देन वी हैड उसके बाद होम वर्कर्स एडिशनल. होम वर्कर्स एडिशनल एक्सपेंस. देन लास्ट वन वाज मेडिकल एक्सपेंस. ठीक है. और इसके बाद आई थिंक वाज टैक्सेबल बेनिफिट, वाउचर एंड क्रेडिट रेफरेंस. ठीक है कि यहाँ तक हो चुका था. अब उसके बाद बोलो कार बेनिफिट. देखो जरा कार बेनिफिट. आर यू ओके? ये एम्प्लॉयर, ये कुछ फर्स्ट सेकंड बच्चे के ड्राइंग जैसी कार, करेक्ट, राइट? देन एम्प्लॉयर ओन कार गिवन टू एम्प्लॉय फॉर व्हाट? प्राइवेट यूज, करेक्ट? सो कार बेनिफिट. नाउ द बिगेस्ट क्वेश्चन, करेक्ट, अभी तक क्या था? एम्प्लॉयर ने एम्प्लॉय को जो भी बेनिफिट दिया आप इजीली मेजर कर पा रहे थे क्या? टेल मी. एग्जांपल आई टेल यू. होम वर्कर्स एडिशनल वर्क एक्सपेंस, राइट, करेक्ट. आप बिल दे दिया तो उतना ही एक्सपेंस होता था क्या? टेल मी. देन वो क्रिसमस पार्टी, करेक्ट, you have the bill for the Christmas party. If it is less than 150 pound, great. If it is more than 150 pound, then फुल्ली टैक्सेबल इन द हैंड्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉय। अभी हो सकता है वो सब अवेलेबल है। वैल्यूएशन ऑफ द बेनिफिट is not a problem when it is a pure cash benefit. When it is a pure cash benefit, it is easy to value. But when it is a non cash benefit, अभी कार दिया आपने, करेक्ट, कार तो 15,000 पाउंड का है, तो क्या 15,000 पाउंड करोगे एम्प्लॉय के हाथ में टैक्स? नहीं कर सकते। सो हाउ टू डू दैट, राइट? हाउ टू टैक्स और हाउ टू वैल्यू द बेनिफिट of the car benefit is the biggest question. So the value of benefit of car that is taxed is very simple. बेसिक फॉर्मूला ये है, देखो जरा क्या है बेसिक फॉर्मूला। अभी एक और कंसेप्ट आई वांट टू डिस्कस, हियर मी आउट। अभी आप गए क्रिसमस डांस के अंदर, करेक्ट, 120 पाउंड्स का खर्चा हो गया, राइट? डज द एम्प्लॉय से सर आपने वो 1 पाउंड 120 पाउंड क्रिसमस पे खर्चा किया ना सर, ये लो 30 पाउंड इसमें से ले लो, तो खाली 90 पाउंड ही क्या होगा, टैक्सेबल होगा? ऐसा कोई एम्प्लॉय करेगा क्या? फुकट में क्रिसमस पार्टी में डांस करने को मिल रहा है, खाना खाने को मिल रहा है, टेल मी एनीवन विल से सर 30 पाउंड ले लो, बहुत अच्छा खाना था, 30 पाउंड का ज़्यादा खा लिया सर? एनीवन विल डू दैट वे? नो वन विल डू, राइट? तो एम्प्लॉय पेइंग टू ईयरबट पर मत हो, कार एम्प्लॉयर ने आपके लिए ली, राइट? आपने बोला सर वो बहुत बीवी प्रॉब्लम देती है, एक कार चाहिए सर, राइट, रोज आने जाने के लिए, बीवी को घुमाने के लिए, करेक्ट, राइट, एक गाड़ी चाहिए। एम्प्लॉयर बोलता चल मेरे साथ, गाड़ी लेने जाते, राइट, 20,000 पाउंड का कार यू टेक, चल कल से घर लेके जाइए गाड़ी, करेक्ट। सर ऐसा कैसा, राइट? आपको कुछ तो मैं दूंगा, फुकट में तो गाड़ी नहीं ले जाऊंगा, करेक्ट? तो तुम्हारा एम्प्लॉयर बोलता क्या देगा? सर आपने 20,000 का गाड़ी लिया ना, राइट, मैं आपको महीना टू महीना उसका कुछ ना कुछ रेंट दूंगा, मैं बाहर से लेता तो रेंट पे लेता गाड़ी, करेक्ट, और 20,000 का इतना लिया, मेरे को तो 15,000 का ही लेना था, आपने एक्स्ट्रा 5,000 का लिया सर, तो 5,000, या मेरा बजट 5,000 था, आई कैन पे यू 5,000 पाउंड्स अगेंस्ट परचेस ऑफ द कार एंड 100 पाउंड्स फॉर यूज ऑफ द कार। ये दो चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है। सी, employer to employee, asset is flowing, that is a car. From employee to employer, capital contribution may flow, and also employee may pay something to employer for use of car. Are you able to see that on the screen? Employee paid to employer for what? Use of car, बराबर है। और इधर अगर आप देखेंगे समवेयर, ये जो लिस्ट प्राइस ऑफ कार है ना, उसका अगर मैं डेफिनेशन निकालूंगा ना, तो उसमें आपको दिखेगा कैपिटल कंट्रीब्यूशन बट ओनली रिस्ट्रिक्टेड अप टू 5,000। देखो जरा। सो बिफोर गोइंग हियर, एक मिनट, बिफोर गोइंग हियर आ जाओ एक मिनट। सो फर्स्ट लेट्स गो टू द बेसिक आइडिया ऑफ व्हाट इज कार बेनिफिट। वैल्यू ऑफ कार बेनिफिट टैक्स्ड is equal to nothing but list price of the car into appropriate percentage, right? This is what ईयरली बेनिफिट। ये क्या है? एनुअल कार बेनिफिट। इसमें फिर आपने कार कितने टाइम के लिए यूज की, राइट, उस हिसाब से इंटू n/12, दैट इज नंबर ऑफ मंथ्स कार इज यूज्ड, राइट, द होल इंटू ब्रैकेट माइनस इफ यू पे फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉय पेड टू एम्प्लॉयर फॉर यूज ऑफ कार, करेक्ट, वो वाला पार्ट क्या होगा, डिडक्ट होगा, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली यू आर पेइंग टू द एम्प्लॉय। सो दिस इज द बेनिफिट, ये वाला जो ब्रैकेट्स है, दिस इज द बेनिफिट, एक्चुअल बेनिफिट दैट विल बी टैक्स्ड। बट आपने बोला नहीं सर आप यूज के लिए कुछ पैसा ले लो, दैट इज एम्प्लॉय पेड टू एम्प्लॉयर फॉर यूज ऑफ कार, बराबर है क्या? देख लो, राइट। नाउ ईच वन ऑफ दिस लिस्ट प्राइस इनटू एप्रोप्रिएट परसेंटेज है ना, लिस्ट प्राइस ऑफ द कार हैज अ डेफिनेशन, एप्रोप्रिएट परसेंटेज हैज अ डेफिनेशन, what should be included in number of months car is used and what is not included in number of months car is used, that is also one definition, that is a different definition that we have to look at, correct? So all three have a definition. Now have a look at list price of the car. List price of the car is what? Printed price or published price, we say brochure price, correct, brochure price of the car as per the manufacturer, plus all accessories installed at the time of the purchase and up to what? End of current tax year. All accessories तो बगैर आग बंद किए इस साल में up to tax year 23-24, if the question is for 23-24, whatever accessories are what included or installed, वो सारे accessories ऐड कर दो, right? and minus में कोई discount कुछ भी नहीं. Now see, at times in a question they will be given that employer's friend owned the showroom for car and he gave 20% discount. ना कोई तरह का डिस्काउंट, कैश डिस्काउंट, क्या तुम्हारा कोई भी तरह का डिस्काउंट, बल्क डिस्काउंट, कैश डिस्काउंट, नथिंग अलाउड, राइट. So discount given by dealer not allowed at all, right. Then but if you are of the sir इतना महंगा गाड़ी लिया, right, 20,000 का, 5,000 I will give, up to 5,000 capital contribution allowed the deduction from the list price, but 7,000 होगा तो भी 5,000, 10,000 होगा तो भी 5,000, 3,000 होगा तो 3,000. हाँ, 5,000 के ऊपर अप टू 5,000, 5,000 के नीचे वॉट एवर द एक्चुअल अमाउंट. करेक्ट. हैव अ लुक. देन दिस इज लिस्ट प्राइस ऑफ द कार. देन एप्रोप्रिएट परसेंटेज का तो बहुत बड़ा टेबल है. करेक्ट. एप्रोप्रिएट परसेंटेज, हैव अ लुक. सबसे पहले हैव अ लुक एट द कार क्वेश्चन. फुल्ली इलेक्ट्रिक ओन्ड कार अगर है आपकी, फुल्ली इलेक्ट्रिक पावर्ड कार, राइट, टेस्ला एग्जांपल, राइट, then 2% will be your appropriate. So have a look again, coming to the question, list price of the car as per this one, then what appropriate percentage, if it is a fully electric powered car, zero CO2 emission, then 2% would be the appropriate percent, right. So let's say example 15,000 is the list price of the car and it is a electric engine or electric powered, fully electric powered, then 15,000 into 2%, how much will be your annual car benefit? Tell me. 15,000 into 2%, tell me. 300 pounds होगा ना रे?
300.
300. Then if it is a hybrid electric car or hybrid electric powered car, petrol or diesel car, correct, petrol diesel plus electric means क्या? अभी आज के टाइम में you have cars which have also what, have petrol or diesel option, then also have electric option, बराबर है. तो उसके लिए you have to look at what, tell me, the टेबल, उसकी रेंज कितनी है, इलेक्ट्रिक रेंज कितनी है, उसके हिसाब से टैक्सेशन होगा, राइट. सो समथिंग लाइक दिस रेंज शुड बी देयर, इलेक्ट्रिक रेंज. देखो जरा इलेक्ट्रिक रेंज, ये है इलेक्ट्रिक रेंज हाइब्रिड इलेक्ट्रिक का. नाउ टेल मी, इफ द इलेक्ट्रिक रेंज is 70 miles, 70 miles, what will be the appropriate percentage? Tell me. 70 miles is my electric range. In one charge, I can go to 70 miles. Tell me. What will be the appropriate? 5%. But if I am having only 10 miles car range electric, what will be the rate? Tell me. Only 10 miles.
14%.
Correct? Have a look. Makes sense? Tell me. Generally, you will see that these cars, no, एक मिनट, हाँ, इसका थोड़ा सा टेबल, लेट मी डू वन थिंग, एक मिनट. पेट्रोल डीजल का आई विल मेक अ टेबल ऑन द नेक्स्ट पेज, बेटा. So that wala part I can paste here, wait. Petrol dash diesel, next page. ठीक. And what I'll do is I'll just blow this up so you have a look. हाइब्रिड इलेक्ट्रिक पावर्ड कार, पेट्रोल प्लस डीजल, ये टेबल इधर ही पेस्ट कर देता हूँ. ये पेट्रोल डीजल कार का है, राइट, एंड दिस आई कैन डू, ठीक है ना. हैव अ लुक, हाइब्रिड इलेक्ट्रिक कार की इलेक्ट्रिक रेंज, राइट. Is it okay? Have a look. This table will be given in exam, so you need not worry. And petrol diesel car आपका ये पेज पे देता हूँ, right? So everything is easily viewable. ठीक है क्या? हाँ. Now come to petrol or diesel car, right? These also rates are given, right? Generally in hybrid electric car you will have a CO2 emission of 0 to 50 grams. In fully electric you have zero CO2 emission, right? Here you have 0 to 50 grams. Then you have what? Petrol or diesel. There are two options: meeting RD2 standards and not meeting RD2 standards. Correct? तो जो meeting RD2 standards होगा, correct, will be 15% rate, right? And generally petrol or diesel car which are not meeting RD2 standards will be at 19%. Generally na petrol cars, right, if nothing given you should assume what? Meeting RD2 standard.
Meeting.
डीजल में जनरली RD2 एंड नॉन RD2 दोनों रहता है, करेक्ट? यू हैव टू लुक फॉर इट. इफ नथिंग गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, generally you will what assume that what? Tell me. It is meeting RD2 standard.
Meeting RDO standard.
If it is 51 to 54 grams, 15%. अगर engine capacity is 55 grams perfectly, then 16%. And if it is more than 55 grams, meeting RD2 standards, 16% plus CO2 minus 55. क्या रहता है?
Sir, this table we have to memorize or remember it. It is not
ये
given in the
15-16
formula.
तो दिया हुआ होता है, ये एग्जाम में दिया हुआ है. 4% ऐड करने वाला जो है वो शायद तेरे को याद रखना पड़े, राइट?
Okay, sir.
राइट, वो भी दिया हुआ है. आई थिंक एडिशनल 1% वाला भी पार्ट दिया हुआ है. बट हाउ टू कैलकुलेट दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? नाउ ये स्टार दिख रहा है आपको CO2 एमिशन में, करेक्ट? नाउ हैव अ लुक, उसके ऊपर नोट है, करेक्ट?
So round down वाला part ना.
राउंड डाउन, करेक्ट?
Round off.
राउंड डाउन मतलब if let's say you are given 84 grams per kilometer, right? You have to round down to the nearest multiple of 5. So 84 का 80 हो जाएगा, right? 81 का भी 80 होगा, 82 का भी 80 होगा, 83 का भी 80 होगा, 84 का भी 80 होगा, फिर 85 तो 85 ही होगा, right? Then 86 का भी 85 होगा, correct? 86, 87, 88, 89 all will be rounded down to 85, correct? So round down will be 85. Then how will you calculate? Your base 16% up to 55 grams plus whatever is the CO2. Let's say 85 is the CO2. So 85 rounded down 85 minus 55 by 5, right? That will be the percentage, right? And all this doing max 37% is the restriction. Max how much is the restriction? Any car, petrol, diesel. If it is petrol, diesel, RD2 standards, then these rates not meeting RD2 add 4% to it, correct? But all this restricted to how much? 37%, correct?
37%.
So if you want, we can do one question on this. Do I have a question here? ठीक है, उसके पहले ये छोटा क्वेश्चन करते हैं, देन वी कैन प्रोबब्ली गो टू अ बिगर क्वेश्चन. आ जाओ जरा. रोहन इज प्रोवाइडेड विथ व्हाट? अ डीजल कार विथ CO2 एमिशन ऑफ 107. अब मेरे को बोलो 107 शुड बी 105 और 110.
105.
105.
105 grams, correct, per kilometer, right? Then the car meets RD2 standards. तो base rate 16 लूँ या base rate 20 लूँ? Tell me.
16.
60.
So it will be 16% plus 105 minus 55 by 5. This percentage is how much? Tell me.
10.
10. So it will be 26%, correct? 26%.
Clear.
Yes.
Then your list price is 13,500 into 26%. How much is that? Tell me.
3510.
3510.
10.
Go ahead. This is the first question. Right. B part. What is the B question? Have a look. Nilushi was provided with a new petrol-powered car throughout the tax year 23-24. Nilushi was required to contribute 30,000 towards the purchase cost. Is this for buying the car or is this for use of car? Tell me.
So it's a
Buying the
capital contribution.
Capital contribution.
purchase.
So 3,000 पे will you get 5,000 capital contribution या only 3,000 deducted? Tell me.
3,000.
3,000.
Correct. तो ठीक है. The car is a list price of 22,600. तो 22,600 में से 3,000 gone.
3,000.
So how much is that?
19,600.
19,600 pound is the list price, right? And an official CO2 of 214. So chalo, you have 22,400 minus 3,000. 22,400 था 600, 22,600 sorry, minus 3,000. तो कितना हुआ? 19,600 pounds.
600.
Right? And 224 grams बोल रहा है ना?
We capped at 37.
224. 220 नहीं 214 sorry 214 214 grams per kilometer. So what should I take? 210 or 215?
210.
210.
So it will be, and is it meeting RD2 standards? Not meeting RD2
Not
standards.
meeting it.
Not
So
meeting.
37%.
New petrol. The car CO2 emission. कुछ
It
भी नहीं
is
दिया.
meet.
Tell me. Nothing given, then what you will do?
Consider as
Assume it's meeting.
Assume meeting. Correct. So
Yes.
55 plus 210 minus 55 by 5. इसका percentage. Tell me how much is that?
31.
50 ये 16 रहेगा ना?
16.
Yeah, it'll cap at
31.
37.
So आएगा 47 but max कितना होगा?
37.
37%.
37%. So 19,600 into 37%. Tell me how much is that?
725.
725 pounds. Correct.
minus 1,200.
अब आ जाओ आगे क्या है? नीलूशी पेड टू द कंपनी 1,200 पाउंड्स. ये होना चाहिए 23-24. करेक्ट. फॉर द प्राइवेट यूज ऑफ द मोटर कार. 1,200 आएगा. टेल मी. 19,600 into 37% कितना आएगा?
7252, sir.
7252. Okay.
2.
7252 minus she has paid employee paid to employer for use of car. कितना है? Tell me.
1,200.
1,200.
6052.
6052. Yeah.
ठीक है. Second question done. Third. Josh is provided with a hybrid electric car with CO2 emission of 39 grams. So 0 to 50 grams and an electric range of 41 miles. आ जाओ. 41 miles.
8%.
41 miles, 8%. Okay.
8%.
And the price of 60,000. ठीक है. C part 60,000 list price into 8%. How many months has he used the car? Tell me. The company has further cost. हाँ, अब insurance and registration fees.
Not
Would it be
included.
included or not included? Tell me. I'll give you. There is a note for this. It is generally not included, right? Insurance and registration fees is already included in the benefit, so you don't
Yeah.
need to include it again.
Included.
60,000 into 8%, nothing given. So into n by 12. That is, let's
4,200.
consider it is used for full year.
Full
So
year.
60,000 into 8% into 12 by 12. Tell me how much is this?
4,800.
4,000.
4,800.
4,800. This will be your benefit, correct? Last, electric power तो easy है, I think. Last is okay. Zero CO2 emission 17,000. 17,000 का 2%, correct?
2%.
D part is okay. Now I have a good question, right? Which we can take up now. देखो जरा. Car expenses done by ER, yeah, employer. If car purchase and use का होगा, car expenses done by employer, car purchase and use taxable car benefits, insurance road fund license already included. So can you again charge insurance road fund license? No.
No.
But any what paid by employer, expenses paid by employer for private use by employee. अभी ये जो if any driver or chauffeur provided, क्या करोगे? Fully
Salary of the chauffeur will be taxable.
will be fully taxable. बराबर है क्या? ड्राइवर ऑफ सैलरी और शॉफर विल बी फुल्ली टैक्सेबल. अभी उसमें एक और नोट है दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ सी, generally it will be given to you that the car is given to a person on, let's say, 1st July 2023, correct? And he used it till the end of the tax year. End of tax year. In this case, what will happen? Tell me. Till the end of the tax year means क्या होगा? 9 months will be your. So let's say 15,000 is your what? Tell me. List price. Into, let's say, 30% you found as the appropriate rate. Into you will do 9 by 12. Correct? बराबर है. And then let's say if employee is paid anything for the employer or to the employer, let's say 100 pound per month. 100 pound per month. तो आप क्या करोगे? 100 into 9 months you use the car. Correct? So 9 will be deducted. ऐसा question. Now in this 9 months, what all should be included? Now what happened? Let's say कोई बहुत बड़ा accident हो गया. Correct? And the car was in the service center for 30 days or more. Continuous period of 30 days or more. In that case, it will be assumed that car is not in use for 1 month. बराबर है. तो इसी नोट में इधर नीचे लिखता हूँ, if car is in the garage for a continuous period of 30 days or more, consider it as unoccupied period. I have a good question on this.
Sorry, before that, in the example you gave, then it becomes 8 months, right? Not 9 months.
Yeah, not
Okay.
9, 8 months. Yes. If
Okay,
it was for 60, 61 days, then it will become 7 months. Correct?
7 months.
Got it.
Right. This is a very good question that I have on this. Okay. The first 5-6 points of the question. Have a look. ER purchased a car for private use of employee. First tell me, will car benefit arise? Yes. The
Yes.
details of the same are as follows. Brochure price of the car is 38,400 pounds, including taxes. Taxes भी उसमें include हो जाएंगे.
Included.
Correct? Everything brochure price में सारा कुछ included होता है. So 38,400. Accessories bought on purchase 340 pounds. Tell me, would it be included in your
Yes.
accessories? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Accessories bought in end of April 2024, 420 pounds. अभी
Not included.
not included. Why not included? Tell me.
End of
Tax year.
24,
End
25
of
will
tax year.
apply.
यानी ये अगले tax year 2024 में जाएगा. Correct?
Yes.
it will come.
Then bulk discount received 3,000 pounds. Will it be included in list price? Tell me.
No.
Not included.
Then employee paid to employer in respect of car. Correct? In
Yes.
respect of
Deducted.
car means
Yeah.
what? Buying the car.
Capital contribution.
Buying
Capital
the car.
contribution.
Capital contribution. So will it be deducted from list price? Tell me.
Yes.
Yes.
So if I
Up to
do a
5,000.
calculation of list price, देखो जरा. List price बराबर है. सबसे पहले ब्रोशर प्राइस कितना था? 38,400.
400, sir.
Right. Then I said what? Tell me. Have a look. Accessories
4, 5,
bought on purchase. Will those be included? Tell me.
Yes,
Yes.
we need to add 340.
Plus accessories. Bought on purchase. 340 pounds. Correct. Then ये क्या है? Accessories bought in end of April 24.
Not included.
Plus होगा नहीं. Accessories not in tax year 23-24. तो इसको डैश कर देंगे. Correct. Then have a look. Capital or bulk discount. Would you deduct bulk discount? Tell me.
No.
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 Bulk discount also not allowed. लिखने का and then you have to do what? Let me dash. Then at the end you have what? Capital contribution. Capital contribution कितने का है? 4550. 5000 should be deducted or 4550 actual?
4550.
So minus capital contribution by employee to employer. Right. 4550. So how much is the list price? Tell me.
34,190.
3
4190.
4490 pounds.
No,
Okay.
190, sir.
190.
34190. Okay. 190 pounds. Correct. Then go ahead. After that, car has CO2 emission of 42 grams per kilometer and has an electric range of how much? Tell me. 111 miles. Go to the table. 111 miles. What is the percentage?
5%.
11. 5%.
5%.
Okay. So I would say the
34190.
appropriate percentage 5%. But wait, now starts the important part. Car was provided to employee on 1/7/2023 and he used the car till the end of 23-24. Correct? This is the first part of the question. उसके बाद second part of the question is this. Have a look. What is it? So logically 9 months was it used? Tell me yes or no. First tell me that.
Yes.
172 end of the tax year. But have a look. Car was in garage from 1st of January 2024 up to 2nd March 2024. So how many months was the car in the garage? Tell me.
2 months.
2 months. So out of 9 months, how many months will you not consider? Tell me.
2
Two.
months.
So logically, if I go to the answer, right? 34,190, no?
Yeah.
34,190, correct, into 5%, right?
Percentage.
Correct.
1710.
Into 7/12, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
आराम से गड़बड़ मत करो. अब go to the last point. Have a look. Chauffeur salary was paid for tax year 23-24 by employer amounting to 2,700 in total. पूरे साल का 2,700 पे किया था. But for you, how much is applicable? Tell me.
7 months.
7 months. उसके बाद last, calculate the car benefit if employee paid 75 pound per month when car was used to employer. So एक minute. Let me complete this first. उसके बाद chauffeur add करता हूँ. Correct? Car benefit. Taxable.
997.
This minus क्या करूँ? 75 pound for use of car into how many months did you use? 7 months or 9 months? Tell me.
7.
7 months.
Correct. तो कितना हुआ? Have a calculation at this.
525. The taxable part
525.
will be.
Correct. And chauffeur salary
No, sir. Sir, the answer will be 472.
472.
Yes.
Okay. £472, correct?
2.
Then chauffeur salary, how much you will take? Applicable to you. 2,700 for 12 months. 7 months you use the
1575.
chauffeur. How much is that? Tell me.
1575.
157.
75.
75.
Okay. So this is what your benefit and salary is all about. Correct? देख लो. Makes sense.
Sir, so this
Sure.
chauffeur salary will also be prorated.
Yes, it will also be prorated. Because it is paid for full year. ठीक है. Now let's go to private fuel. Now see, employer owned car given to employee for private purpose, and also employer gives private fuel, correct? In that case, or be easy, private fuel given by employer to employee, correct? This amount 27,800 into the appropriate percentage that you have calculated before, right? Into n by 12 will be your taxable private fuel given by employer to employee. That means what? Now see, there are three situations here. Understand what are the three situations? एक मिनट, एक और क्वेश्चन है मेरे पास. I can give you that for homework, right? Now see how this situation runs. Have a look. I'll give you three situations. First situation क्या बोलता है? Employer-employee relationship. Employer owns the car, correct? Gives it to employee for personal use, and employee says, sir, आप fuel का टेंशन ही मत लो. All fuel expenses to be done by me. In that case, private fuel benefit will not arise at all, right? दूसरा situation, have a look. तुम बोलते हो एम्प्लॉयर को, सर सारे प्राइवेट फ्यूल के पेमेंट्स आप करो, मैं आगे जाके सारा पैसा आपको दे दूंगा. 5,000 पाउंड जो भी होगा फ्यूल का बेनिफिट पूरा का पूरा आपको दे दूंगा. आई विल गिव यू द होल मनी. इन दैट केस ऑल्सो नो प्राइवेट फ्यूल बेनिफिट. बट सर 3,000 पाउंड का खर्चा हुआ है, राइट? आई विल गिव यू ओनली 2,000 पाउंड. फुल 27,800 इंटू अप्रोप्रिएट परसेंटेज इंटू n by 12 टैक्सेबल. एक पाउंड भी, सी फुल एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ प्राइवेट फ्यूल आर पेड बैक by employee to employer. No private fuel arise. Even if 1 pound worth of private fuel is provided by employer to employer and employer owned car, right? Not given by what? Employee to employer, right? एक पाउंड भी यानी 300 पाउंड का खर्चा मैं 299 दे रहा हूँ, एक पाउंड कम दिया ना. तो प्राइवेट फ्यूल अगर एप्लीकेबिलिटी एक पाउंड का भी आ रहा है ना, 27,800 into appropriate percentage into n by 12 fully taxable, और employer paid to employee not allowed as a deduction. देखो क्या है? प्राइवेट फ्यूल पेड बाय एम्प्लॉयर फॉर एम्प्लॉय, करेक्ट, नॉट अलाउड एज डिडक्शन. यानी एंड में जो आप करते हो एम्प्लॉय पेड टू एम्प्लॉयर फॉर यूज, नॉट अलाउड एज अ डिडक्शन. बराबर है क्या? उसके बाद ये एक बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है अपने पास. This one big question I'll divide it into two parts. Homework for today. Now is it visible? Will you be able to solve this question? Tell me.
Yes.
आज का होमवर्क, राइट?
You'll send this on WhatsApp, right?
हाँ, I'll send the notes on WhatsApp. No worries.
ठीक
ठीक
है.
है.
I'll have a look at it then.
फिर have a look at this question. ये तो होमवर्क हो गया, करेक्ट? This is last question before I leave you. Mr. A was provided with a petrol car with CO2 emission of 109 grams per kilometer, meeting RD2 standards. Private fuel of 750 pounds for full year for which car was used was paid by employer, right? Calculate private fuel benefit if employee paid, right, fully 750 pounds to employer. In that case, tell me, will private fuel benefit arise or not arise? Tell me.
Not arise.
Not arise.
But employee paid 650 pound out of the 750 pound. So in that case,
750.
27,800 into 16% plus whatever, correct? He paid no amount, or B or C both will have the same question or same answer rather, right? 109 का 105 हो जाएगा, 105 minus 55 by 5%, somewhere 26% आएगा, correct? That is how things will work, right? Then last, I'll do van, benefit and pool cars, and then I'll leave you. Okay. So now tomorrow we have very few things remaining. Okay. Tomorrow we complete employment and Sunday we solve questions. Okay. आ जाओ जरा van benefit. Van benefit is again simple, right? Van benefit में again you don't have list price or anything. 3960 pounds per year it is given directly the benefit into n number of or n by 12, that is number of months van is used, right? If van is personal use is insignificant, see van also has to be employer owned, given to employee.
Yeah.
In that case only it will come, right? And if van is used by more than one employee, then 3960 into n by 12 in proportion divided by number of employee करना पड़ेगा. And van private fuel is paid by employer, तो उसका भी 757 pound into n by 12 divided by number of employee. I don't think van में इतना कुछ टेंशन होना चाहिए. The only thing I think I remember in both the cases would be, एक नोट जो आप लिख सकते हो, right, is probably if electric fuel is provided, note, if electric charging facility या charging fuel और charging is provided by employer, मैं लिख देता हूँ यहाँ पे to employee, right, it will not be a private fuel. यानी no private fuel implications, no private fuel taxability. ठीक. राइट, वैन हो गया. लास्ट में पूल कार्स. Pool cars have three conditions. What are the three conditions? Have a look. When employer owned car is given to more than one employee, correct? Plus car is not kept overnight at around any employee's residence. Plus any private use is incidental. If all three conditions are fulfilled, pool car benefit will be exempt. Pool car का benefit क्या है? Exempt है, right? इतना कुछ I don't think very difficult or very different that is there, but okay, right? Pool car, I think last thing for today. After this beneficial interest on loan, which will take a bit of time, so we cannot start and complete it today. देख लो एक बार. We are reached up to half mark. अभी क्या बचा है? We have what? Tell me now left. एक तो वो main is now living accommodation, asset used वाला part, right? और बेनिफिशियल लोन. ये तीन अभी इंपॉर्टेंट है. एमैप एक इंपॉर्टेंट है और ट्रैवलिंग अलाउंस. These 5 things are important. Once we are done with these 5 things, probably tomorrow only we'll be done with it, right? Then we can move on to what? Solving section C questions directly. ठीक है? 3 questions, 2 to 3 questions we'll solve for sure, and 10 to 15 MCQs will do. MCQs तो वैसा whatever we are doing उसमें lot of MCQs are covered, but still I'll try to do 10-15 MCQs with you and 2 to 3 section C questions. एक ऐसा question लूंगा where all adjustments, major adjustments are covered. ठीक है? So that will be probably Sunday. Tomorrow in 2 hours we can complete the remaining 5 parts that are there, right? Quickly. Junaid, I hope you are in speed with what we are doing. Your understanding.
Yeah.
I hope there is a better understanding from what you did last time. Tell me.
So
Detail
this one was pretty straightforward to me.
Ah.
I think the challenge that I had was more on corporate tax and inheritance tax.
Yeah. So when we'll come there, we'll go in detail of that also, surely.
Yeah.
Right. Chalo then. Let's wrap up for today. We'll meet tomorrow 2:30 p.m. Okay.
Tomorrow
Till that
2:30.
time, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Have a
van
good night.
benefit
Okay,
will do tomorrow.
Sorry.
Van benefit will do tomorrow.
हाँ वैन बेनिफिट हो गया ना, अभी किया ना वैन का. 3960 into n by 12, 757 into n by 12.
Okay, sir.
तो अभी अगर कुछ डाउट होगा तो यू कैन आस्क ऑन संडे. ठीक है. टुमारो
Sure.
विल मीट 2:30 to 4:30. उसमें विल कंप्लीट द रिवीजन if possible tomorrow only we'll solve questions. थोड़े से तो question solve होंगे, correct?
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
sir.
Then
Sir, just
we
do me
go
one favor कि tomorrow's class please kindly immediate
तुरंत
upload.
yes
Immediate
तुरंत जैसे वो होगा वैसे ही upload कर देंगे. Okay.
हाँ sir, because Sunday morning I'll view it and then I'll get along with the flow.
100% no problem बेटा, चलेगा.
Okay sir.
Okay
Thank
guys,
you.
good night.
Okay,
We'll
sir.
meet
Thank you guys.
Good
tomorrow.
Good
night.
night. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.